Hi, my name is Vas and welcome again to my channel. Today in this video I will going to talk about drones. Everyone is interested in drones. I decided to talk about drones. I also own 3 drones as well. You might ask yourself why I'm with MT. It's just because I had a long day after a full-time job, coming home, taking my child out, and then you know, I got to do YouTube as well. So just move forward. Also thanks a lot for new faces who subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. Any questions about anything, ask in the comments. I'm really happy to help. Don't forget about thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't, just tell in the comments as well what you didn't like the video and what you want me to talk about. So let's move forward and talk about drones. So obviously in this video I want to give some advice about drones. Example, if you're a new pilot or you're planning to buy a drone, it's really important to watch this video till the end. So you're gonna find out if you need a drone, what kind of drone. So I have invested in drones. 3 drones cost me quite a lot of money. I'm still happy with them. Most of the time I'm flying my mini drone because it's a small one, less restrictions. So first thing you need to ask yourself is, why do you need a drone? When I started to buy a drone, I didn't know anything about drones. A friend of mine told me that if you're gonna buy a drone, obviously you can make lots of money. That was probably a dream. So I bought a drone without doing any researches, and I bought a big drone. Didn't have a license at the time. Took a bit of time till I've just done search, just to comply with the law, to do a license, do everything just to make sure I do fly right. So you need to ask yourself, why do I need a drone for? If you need a drone just to fly hobby, I would probably recommend to buy a mini drone, just because it's less restrictions. You don't need to spend money on new qualifications, and depending where do you live. If you live in England, you probably have to do just a small course online and just do flyer ID and operator ID. Cost around £12 or £15 last time I paid. I can't remember, but that's pretty much you'll need to do. If you're buying a bigger drone, means more restrictions. You're gonna restrict yourself where you're gonna fly, and you might not enjoy this hobby. So I would probably recommend to buy a mini drone, just because less restriction, much more quieter, and you probably can enjoy this hobby. So the second part, which is the most important thing, is law and legislation. Depending in which part of the world you live, the law applies differently. In UK, the law applies to every drone pilot. So if I want to fly my drone, I need to make sure I can see my drone. I'm not allowed to fly higher than 120 meters. That's because it's a risk to crash into a plane. It's very unlikely, but just to be on a safe side, it's good practice to just fly within the safety limit. So if you are based in United Kingdom and planning to buy a drone, make sure you check the law, make sure you do research before you buy a drone. It's really important also to do your license and pass an online test, which is around £12 and £15, as I said previously. It's not that expensive, so you pay once a year, which is good. If you're planning to maybe to take it more serious, depending on what drone you're gonna have, you probably can just do additional qualification, which is around £100. Can then get a drone insurance, commercial insurance, which is another £30 a year. So it's all up to you. It's also depending what drone you have. Once again, it's really important to check the law and legislations. Depending in which country you base, each country is going to have their own law and own legislation. So it's really important to check them before you take off and fly your drone. Also before you buy a drone. Otherwise, you will just break the law. There's no excuse. You might pay a fine. Depending on the offense, you probably could be sent to prison. The third thing in the list is where you're planning to fly your drone. So depending where do you live, if you live in the city or you live in the countryside villages, it's really important when choosing to buy a drone. If you live in the city, most likely you're gonna end up buying a mini drone because less restrictions, less noise, you'll get same quality, pretty much same quality as you're gonna get from bigger drone. If you live in the countryside where you have very nice views like forests, mountains, like landscape places, you will need to get like a bigger drone, like Air 3, like a Mavic 3 Pro. But also you need to make sure you get right qualification for these drones as well. So based on this, you'll be able to choose what drone you want to buy. As I said, if you live in the city, you will need a mini drone, just because less restrictions, less noise, obviously less attentions from other people. And if you live in the villages, get a bigger drone, but also with a bigger drone comes with more restrictions and also more responsibilities as well. So you need to get additional qualifications if you live in a village and you're planning to buy like a Mavic drone or bigger drone. The fourth thing in my list is, what's your budget? Depending on your budget, you'll be able to choose the right drone for you. If you have a bigger budget, means you can afford a bigger drone, but that means you'll be able to afford new qualifications. If you have a small budget, you still be able to buy a decent drone from eBay, second hand. Do not buy crap shit drone from AliExpress or any other similar sites, because they'll, you know, if you buy cheap, you're gonna buy twice. So it's really important. Just I personally trust in DJI brand, just because my first drone was DJI Air 2S and I was really happy with this drone, so I decided just to stick with DJI drones because they have a lot of safety measures in place. Again, do not buy crap drones cheap from AliExpress. You're gonna end up losing them, you might end up crashing them, and hopefully not to make any accidents using them cheap drones. So again, as I said, if you buy cheap, you're gonna buy twice. Stick with DJI drone, and if you have a low budget, just buy cheapest DJI drone. And second-hand drones as a DJI brand, you'll be able to find good deals, because people tend to upgrade to newer models because they think they are better, because they're selling their old drones and they're trying to get new models. Personally, I haven't sold my drones. I'll just buy a new drone if I decide that drone will fit my need. Till then, I'm using my drone. So yeah, your budget is really important. Do not break the bank just to get a drone or just to look nice on Facebook and, you know, saying that most of the people, they buy expensive drones. That's because probably they can afford them drones. If you have a low budget, do not go mad on drones. Just buy a cheaper drone. If you're gonna make money, then yeah, you can plan, save some money just to upgrade or just get a better drone. Example, I wish I could upgrade to Mavic 3 Pro, but I don't need it. I want it, but I don't need it. I'm still using my Air 2S. Maybe in the future I will buy a new drone, but for now I'm happy with my 3 drones, which are Air 2S, Mini 3 Pro and DJI Avata, which is 3 drones for different experience. So my Air 2S handles pretty good in the wind. My Mini 3 Pro, I fly in towns and villages and cities where it's less restrictions, because it's a 249 grams and I'm happy with that. My DJI Avata, big regrets buying this drone, not because it's a crap drone, it's because I have no time flying FPV drone. It's also because it's really loud and it's kind of putting me in a bad position. I know some people are flying, but I'm a bit shy, so I don't want to get unwanted attention. So I'll try not to fly in public parks, but usually because I work full-time, I don't really have time to just go somewhere like 1 hour away just to fly my drone. And the last thing in my list, which is the 5th one, I want to tell from where you're gonna buy your drone. Only buy the drone from DJI website and trusted sellers. In England, I buy my drones from Curry's PC World because they do offer like a credit. So I purchase my drone, then I pay later, which is good for me. So I just buy the drone, don't pay anything, and I got 1 year to pay and close my outstanding balance. So I can pay today £1, and then next month I can pay fully. So that works pretty good for me, and it works pretty good for my credit as well. So depending on your place and where you live, I would probably best buy from DJI website. Sadly, they don't do credit or finance, but if you have cash, you can buy the drone straight away and they're gonna give you kind of credit and reward. So I've purchased my batteries for DJI Avata and I purchased my DJI Mic 2, and I've got in my account they're like around £5 credit to use them. It's not a lot of money, but maybe in the future, who knows what I'm gonna buy from DJI website. So to avoid to be scammed, and also you need to make sure they do offer warranty as well. I know every drone comes with manufacturer warranty, which is good. So if something breaks down, you just get in touch with the company and they should sort it out. So that's pretty much what I want to talk to you tonight in this video. If you made it till the end, thanks a lot for watching this short video. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. This will gonna support me a lot. And again, thanks a lot for new faces who subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, if you need any help, ask in the comments. I'm here to help. So thanks a lot, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.